Hey everybody. I just wanted to start the stream here with Loganberry real quick because I saw somebody, it might have been yesterday's close-up or maybe the day before, asking how Loganberry was doing and saying that they don't see him quite as often on these close-ups. And I realize that's probably true because he's usually doing his own thing, hanging out in a bed somewhere like he's doing right now. But he's fine. He's doing great. He's an indulgent snuggler. He just loves to snuggle to no end. And just hanging out in the bed with Smokey, who's also almost always here. And we've just been joined by Ari and Maggie. So a little bit of everybody. But I do want to get right to the kittens. I just wanted to start here. The other reason I'm doing this is I want to see if the kittens will get up and come out. They're all taking a nap right now in the two corners of their box. You can see I'm looking at the regular Kitten Academy live stream there. They're split into two groups in the box and taking a nap. So I wanted to see if I come in the room, is Champ going to get right up and come out meowing? I bet that he probably will. So we'll see about that. Anyway, let's go. Here we go. And right on in. Hi, Truffle. You have a lot to say. I already hear squeaking kittens. Yes, they heard me and they came right out because they're wonderful like that. Let's have a seat right in here with them. Okay. Hey, who do we have? So we get Macadamia Nut. Hi, you're talking right to us. And yes, Champ, as predicted. So Mac Nut and Champ are the two I would have guessed. They're certainly the ones that are most interested in being out and being around their people and being in the mushroom, as I used in the thumbnail. Very cute. The other two a little slower to come around. They're waking up though, checking it out. That's Saffron with the big stretch. Oh, big stretch, Saffron. Whoa, wow, that was all the stretch. And in the corner there, of course, Caviar. What are you saying, pal? You're just here talking at me? Mac's coming around the side now. Hi, Mac. Saffron thinking about coming out here. So I brought the tripod with me, and I thought what we would try to do for this close-up is see if I can try to hand feed them each just a little bit. I don't know if it's going to go very well because so far only Caviar has been ready to eat. But it doesn't hurt to try it for each of them. They're at that age where they should be about ready. And the way that we do that, the way that we've always done that, is if you wait long enough, of course, they will eventually kind of start on their own. Um, it helps if their mom has a chance to get away from them a little more often, which Truffle here really doesn't do. But if you don't want to wait, one of the ways that you can encourage them to get started is what we do. I take just a teeny tiny bit of their food and I put it on the roof of their mouth, and that'll usually be enough to sort of get them started going. And if you immediately swap in then the food bowl or a handful of food, a lot of times that'll be the thing that gets them started. So let's see if we can do that. Let's see if I can set this down and if we can try to do it. I'm going to steal this food from you. Yeah, okay. Here, try this food instead, Mom. Try this one right here. All right, let's start with you, Champ, since you're right here coming out of the mushroom. Hang on, let's try to get a better angle here. Mom's going to come right over. She doesn't care. She's just going to keep eating this stuff because it's so good. So I might need to back that camera up just a little, get a better angle, but we'll work on that in a minute. So oh, I know, he doesn't want me to do that, but once it's in there, he's like, oh, well, that was interesting. No, not going to follow it up by actually eating anything, though. Not ready for that? Okay. All right, well, that's one down. We tried. Get a gold star for effort. Back the camera up just a tiny bit. We're going to keep trying. Just a little bit more. Let's see if Mac's ready. Come here, Mac. Just a teeny, teeny, tiny bit of food. I know, buddy. Oh, hang on. There we go, right in there. Oh, it's awful, these things I make you try. I know. Some kittens are very resistant to this whole idea of meat, putting a little bit of food in their mouth, and other ones go right for it. Now, I was saving you for last, buddy, Caviar, because I know you're going to go right for it. You're going to show everybody how it's supposed to work. But let's try your sister first. So this is Saffron. Saffron, come here. Come on now. Just a little bit right in there. There we go. And let's give her a little bit extra to see if she's going to want to keep trying. Not you either. No takers this morning. All right. Okay. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. Now, where did Caviar go? Hopefully, Caviar is not going to also make me a liar, because he so far has been the one to do it. In fact, he might not even need any help. Let's just see if he'll start if I put him right in front of the food. I'm thinking about it. No, hasn't quite got it. Okay, now let's see if he'll start if we give him just a little bit of a starter help here. Oh, back off. Okay, come here, buddy. Come here. Come on. Right there. There we go. Check it out. I know you like it. You've been, oh my gosh, that's so good. It's so good. He's going to start shaking. Yes, and now he's doing it, and I'm not getting a good camera angle, but there we go. So he's the one that it's going to work for right now. He's looking for more, actively looking for more. Now, normally what I will do is try to move the food dish under him and see if I can slowly get him to transfer from my fingers to the food dish, and he's very easy that way because he'll get right to it. Now that he is right to it, I'm going to wipe off my fingers and pick up the camera, and we can try some different angles. So he's the only one, that's Caviar, the only one that's ready to eat food yet, but he did need a little bit of help to get him started, as you saw. And then once he's going, he's going. He's just going to keep on going. Another thing that you see a lot of times with little kittens is when they're trying to eat, like he is, they can get confused and they'll like lick the side of the bowl because they don't know exactly what they're going for yet. So a lot of times you'll see me pile food up right on the lip of the bowl, and it means a lot falls out. It makes a big mess. But it's a good way also for them to start to learn that they can eat. That's the first important lesson. And then how to do it properly, that comes later. He is all about it. You're going, pal. You're doing a good job. Yeah, you are. This is another normal thing that we see all the time. If you notice him shaking just a little bit, especially his head, they get so excited about their first food that they'll do that. Real normal. You especially see it in his little ears. Oh, I think he's done. Okay. All right. I'm not going to force him to do more, but I am going to put the thing back down on the tripod because I just had my fingers in the food, and I just need half a second to wipe them off again so I can. Whoa! Oh, camera down. Hang on. Just gotta baby wipe my fingers, and then we'll be ready to pick this up. No pun intended. Hang on. Here we go. All good. Good. Now, in the meantime, I have not helped this situation. All the kids have climbed into my lap. Well, all except for one. You are climbing right back off. I can see that. Who is this? This is Caviar. Okay. So this is Champ or Champagne, and this is Macadamia Nut or Mac, and then over here we have their sister, little Saffron, playing with my feet and the camera. We have their trainer litter box here that is filled with the wheat-based litter because little kittens this age have, they will eat the litter. A lot of times they'll even start eating the litter before they'll start eating food. So we give them a litter that's safe for them to eat. Even though it's not really nutritious for them, it's safe. So they get that. You two boys climbing all over me. They're getting to be very good at climbing already. This is going to be a very advanced climbing class when they get to it. Normally we use boxy cat litter for all the adult cats. Boxy cat is a clay clumping litter. It's a good one. There's plenty of good options for the clay clumping litter. But for these little kittens, we use something called Sweet Scoop, which is spelled like wheat, SWHEAT, Sweet Scoop. It's a wheat-based litter, like I said. I wouldn't want to have to use it all the time because it clumps, which is great, but it doesn't clump like a clay litter does. And it's not quite as nice that way. It's also very light, so it gets thrown around a lot more than the clay litter does. It's not something I would want to use all the time, but it works great for our little kittens, the ones that need to learn not to eat the litter first. Speaking of, I think we've got maybe a taker. Maybe not. So I'll demonstrate something else while we're talking about things that we do to teach kittens at the Kitten Academy. The whole teaching thing is kind of a joke, but there are, like that food thing, a couple things that we do try to do to teach kittens their first couple of lessons. And the litter box lesson goes like this. I'll just show you real quick. Even though I don't think that she's going to be ready, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see what we do. I've talked about this. I don't know if I've shown it. We take the kitten and we put them in the litter box like this, and I hold their front legs in between my fingers, and I make them dig. I do the little digging motion with their feet like this. Oh, usually I do a little better than that. There we go. So one leg, other leg, one leg, other leg. Make them dig with their feet. And then if they're ready, a lot of times that'll start them right off. They'll start digging on their own, just like they do with the food. You put a little bit of food in their mouth, and then they start eating on their own. You make them dig a little bit. And then here, you're the most advanced, aren't you, Cat? Then they'll start digging on their own, and if they're ready, they might even go pee on their own right away, which is really cool. But it doesn't look like any of them are quite ready yet, and that's what I expected. I didn't think that they were ready for the lesson yet. But it's here, the litter box is here. And that's how we do it, just like that. Just make them dig a little, get their feet in the litter so that they really feel it. But no takers, and it's okay too. And that's another thing, just like with the food, if you have your own kittens that are little and have it so little that they haven't even learned these lessons yet, which by the way is about a month, is when they're about almost a month old. They'll be a month old on Wednesday. And that's roughly, give or take a bit, when we expect them to start eating on their own and using the litter box on their own. So if you have a kitten that is that age, you don't necessarily have to teach them any of that. It can help if you want to kind of give them a jump start, but they do eventually all figure it out on their own or by watching their mom. It just takes a little longer, and we like to give them a bit of a head start when it comes to it. So that's why you will see me often doing that. So if you were watching the regular Kitten Academy live stream this morning, there was a little bit of extra excitement. And we're not going to go down and see Tilly and her kids this morning because they are all resting up after their exciting morning. But to start with, last night, I left Custard out all night as kind of an experiment, and it went very well, actually. He didn't get into any major scuffles, although there were a couple of instances where DJ said that he was starting to look askew at Loganberry, and she had to sort of encourage him to knock it off. But no major incidents all night long, and that was pretty good. Then a little bit later on this morning, you may have been watching when Tilly, I think what happened is surmising. I think what happened is that Custard got right up in Tilly's face, and she doesn't put up with that stuff. And he was probably giving her the stink eye real close. And then she just lit into him. She was like, "No, I'm not going to take this from you." And took a swipe at him and growled and chased him around the room a little bit. Nobody got hurt, but it was very noisy. She makes a lot of noise when she's telling him to back off. And for his part, he seemed like he was pretty chastised. He definitely wanted out of that situation. And I think that was good for him because the one thing that Custard probably lacks the most is proper correction from the other cats when he's being too much of a bully. So I think it was cool that Tilly told him what for, but she was really upset after that all went down, and it was taking her a little while to get out of panic mode. So I had to put her in her room for a timeout, and then all of her kittens went in there too, and then they're all napping. So that's what happened. Anyway, if you saw it, I just wanted to let you know nobody was hurt, and it's the kind of normal interaction that happens once in a while. And if it happens once in a while, it's no big deal. Plus, like I said, I think in Custard's case, it's actually good for him. Although, if the two of them were going to live together in the long term, I would have to take extra steps to try to prevent it so they don't end up as another Loganberry and Custard, where one of them is just every time they see the other, they get set off because they're so used to it now, you know? If you let it happen too many times, then it's going to feed on itself and start happening every time, which is we don't want. So far, Tilly seems pretty forgiving, though. She's willing to let him hang out again every day until he does something to set her off, which is good. Unlike Loganberry and Custard, like I said, they've been through it so many times with each other now. Just one has to see the other, and it's immediate tension, no matter what they're doing, and that's not great. We don't want that. But it takes a lot more time and a lot more effort to repair that sort of relationship than it does to wreck it in the first place. And I think that's true of a lot of things, isn't it? Especially in relationships. I think we find much easier to wreck things than it is to build them back up again. So we're working on it with Custard and Loganberry, and it's a bit of a life lesson for us all. I think now is probably a good time for us to take a minute and weigh all the kids, see how they're weighing in today. Yes, I'm talking about you, Caviar. You did a good job eating. And I see you licking your lips, and I see a little bit of the kitty litter. Were you just eating the kitten litter while I wasn't looking? Yeah, don't yawn. I know what you were doing. What's up, Caviar? Hi. Oh, you got such a concerned face. I would be concerned too if I were smelling my feet. I do. I know I need a shower. I'm gonna go do a shower right after I'm done with this close-up, actually. You don't have to tell me, buddy. I know. Little tiny Caviar. Such a cutie bean. I just saw the power flicker. It was very brief. I don't know if you guys all saw it, but now is also a good time to mention we had a net issue this morning for just a moment. Um, and that might happen some more today because we're planning on having storms all day. So just going to say in advance, we have a lot of things in place to deal with it if our internet and or power go out. So the stream, if it gets interrupted, should only be interrupted for a minute or two. But if you do see it suddenly go away, no need to panic. We should probably have it back pretty quick if that happens, just like this morning. Okay, let's get the scale going. Hello. And let's weigh some babies. Let's weigh some babies. Not you, though. You get to go last. Champ, what are you doing? You kids are being too cute. Too cute. Oh, Champ, is that how it works, buddy? He is just like pouncing and wrestling and trying to prove who the champ is, aren't you, buddy? Champagne. Oh, climbing right up my lap like it wasn't even there. That's such a change from just a couple days ago where they wouldn't even think of climbing up on me. All right, let's go in order. That means we start with Saffron. She was the first one born. She's the only girl in this class. And she's very cute. And she weighs, stuck to my leg. Have a seat right there, kiddo. Today she weighs 14.3 ounces. That's pretty good. We'll take it. Okay, looking good too. That's Saffron, 14.3. You look so concerned, Caviar. Why do you have this very concerned look on your face? Oh my goodness. And Mac's eating a blanket. Mac, why? Chomp. Chomp. Yes, you show that thing who's boss. Oh, that one too. Oh, get them all. All right, it's your turn to get weighed, Mac. You ready? It'd be nice if you came a couple of steps closer to me. It's hard to reach all the way into the back of the box. There we go. All right, come on, buddy. So this is macadamia nut. Mac weighs 13.6 today. He's always been the smallest one in the class. 13.6 ounces. Oop. Okay, Mac, you gotta let go though. You gotta let go of the floor. Hi, buddy. Okay. All right, so that's Mac. That means next up is Champ or Champagne. Champagne, what's up, buddy? Hi. 13.7. All right, let's double check that real quick. Get a second opinion. Make sure it zeroes out. Yes, okay. Have a seat. 13.7. Okay, not bad. I don't remember what you kids weighed in at yesterday, but there can certainly be some fluctuations in weight, especially as they're starting to get weaned and starting to learn to eat the regular food. And mom's trying to emphasize that lesson sometimes by feeding them a little less. So at this point in their life, I'm not too worried if their weights fluctuate a little bit. It's only after, like a whole day or two of the weight's not looking good that I start to worry. So not worried yet. Look at that. First one over a pound of the one that's eating all the regular food. Probably not a coincidence. That is caviar. Caviar, 16.1 ounces. That's just over a pound. Good job, buddy. You are really doing it. You're showing everybody. You got to talk to your sister and your brothers about getting that kind of gain, okay? And they got to talk to you about being better, about being held. You're still the one that panics the most when I pick you up. Every time. Every time. Anyway, everybody's right on schedule. They're doing great weight-wise. Doing great activity-wise, personality-wise. Just a bunch of healthy, happy little kittens. What are you doing, Saffron? Gonna attack that giraffe? What do you call those things on the giraffe? They're not horns. They got a os. Os. Oh, it's an O word, right? What is the word I'm looking for? Oh, nice flip. Ossicones. Oh, thank you, sage. Yes, that's the word I think I was looking for. I mean, it's the word I was looking for. I guess you guys can debate whether it's right or not, but I think it's right. Sounds right to me. What are you saying, champ? You digging in the blanket and meowing. Do you need some help getting over to the litter box for a minute? For a trial? It sounds like you do. That sounds like a poop announcement. Why don't you announce it over here in the litter box? Why don't I find my tripod so I can help you again? Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on. That sounded like a poop announcement to me. Let's see if we can get him to do a little poop for us. Oh. You getting any idea? Any ideas? No? No ideas? All right. Well, there's another stage in this too, which, as you guys know, mom cats um, have to stimulate their kittens to poop and to pee. And sometimes we call this polishing kittens, I think. That might be the term. No, the polishing is what I like to call it, but Sarah Donner tends to call it juicing the kitten. And it's just stimulating them to poop or pee using a little wet wipe or paper towel or whatever. And this is another way that we like to teach them to use the litter box. I do this to them in the litter box, of course, and they might start to associate those things a little bit. All right, well, we got some pee, but that's it, and that's fine. No big deal, buddy. I just thought maybe you were ready to try something, but you weren't, and that's all right with me. No pressure. Hi, Truffle. You're looking pretty good right now. Yes, you are. She's still getting her meds every day, and her eyes are still tending to be a little bit weepy, but generally looking very good. Yeah, better every day. Look at Caviar looking at her. They're so cute when they look at their mom like, hey, mom. It's really cute when they recognize that she's like, another being, and you can see them looking at her. Charlie Ball's probably a good idea. I'll try to get some of those things in here for them. Charlie Ball's a good idea. Very good idea. They've got a whole bag of those in the basement. I'll bring them in. Right now, all they have are some of Mom's catnip toys that were sent in, I want to say by Maya Bastet, who sent in the Halloween theme stuff because she was arriving on Halloween Day. And then we've got their little fox feather. They actually like this one. I've seen them play with it a little. That's interesting to me at this age. And a ping pong ball. But no Charlie balls up here at the moment. I'll bring some up today because that's a good idea. I'll bring a Mylar ball up too. Good thinking. Charlie balls are what we call those little sparkly, hairy pom-pom balls, just for the record. I don't know what else you'd call them. You'll see it. We got 3 of them in here, and we got our little girl, Saffron, over here playing in the giraffe. Saffron, you want to come nurse? Because everybody else is getting into it. Busy? Busy fighting a giraffe from the inside? It's an interesting technique. Pretty Saffron. Hi, what are you thinking about? Did I interrupt you? Hi. What? You didn't even make any noise for that meow. Got the silent meow happening already? What's up, Tiny Saffron? You are being too cute. You can't possibly be this cute. You need to stop it. No, I said stop it. Saffron, you're not listening to me. Too cute. I gotta boop your nose. Boop. What happened? You want another? Boop. All right, one more time. Boop. Your brothers are in there meowing about how good their nursing time is. You want to come in there and check it out? Oh, mushroom kill. right then. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? You figure out how to get in there now that you've knocked it over? No. Oh, you didn't sit down yet. You're still standing up because you've got kittens under you. Do you want some help? Sometimes moms need a little. I mean, I've seen Truffle manage this move already a few times, so she's better than some moms who just can't figure out how to get laid down when they've got all their kittens under her. I know she can figure it out, but whoa! Whoa, we just had some major zooms and I missed it. She's zooming. Where are you going? Where did you even go? Now I lost her. Oh, there she is. Okay, more zooming. What are you doing, Saffron? Saffron's got the micro zooms. Ah. Okay. I was just put this back on the tripod so that I could help Mom sit down for a second, and maybe we could get everybody nursing. Here, let me help. Let me help. All we gotta do is push these kittens out of the way a little. Oh, tip you over. Oh, there you go. Triple tipping. We did it. We did it. Yeah. Mac, no, go the other way. Mom's the other way, buddy. I can't help you with the stuff she can help you with. I heard what you were saying, though. There you go. That's what you were looking for, right? How about you, little zoomer? Where are you going? Oh my gosh, I gotta catch you. I'm gonna have to chase you around the room before long, aren't I? I can see how you are. All right, there's your chance, Saffron. You know that's your chance. You can choose to go or not. Good job, Saffron. You made the right choice. Do a little fighting to get in there, though. Well, I gotta change these blankets out today too still, but I guess I'll have to do that a little bit later because they're all on them, of course. Oh, hey, look at the time. I guess that is it. Good time to wrap it up anyway. Hey, if you want to keep watching kittens, these kittens in particular, check out the Kitten Academy live stream here on YouTube. Thank you guys all so much for joining me. Sincerely, I really appreciate the fact that you tuned in this morning. And we should see you tomorrow for another close-up. I can't tell for sure, but I feel like this giant belly has got to be caviar. It's like a balloon right now. Oh, I guess not. That's actually caviar next to him. Must be Champ then.